Hey, welcome to week of Anvil, only called Anvil. So I built 4 Anvil decks: we got Rakdos, Grixis, Jund, and Mardu, and then I have a wild meme deck for Friday, which is Infinite Anvils. It's also Grixis. I tried to not overuse too many of the same cards, trying to show some different ideas on how to play Anvil, because Decomposed, who's been on the channel with me many times, excuse me, seems to enjoy the way I play Anvil. So I'm going to try and play it, talk through my philosophy, things like that as we go. So this is the Rakdos setup. Reinforced Ronin, I think, is a great set with the Anvil. Since Anvil is anytime an artifact leaves the battlefield, Ronin goes back to your hand, it creates a token. Braid, Go for the Throat, help you, and Dead to the Kami, just help you clean up, get rid of some things. Transmogrift's Crown for drawing cards. Fake Your Own Death just helps keep some of your other creatures alive. Getting Twin Shot back triggers its 2 damage to any target again, and getting Flesh Forger back makes it bigger if it wasn't already. Burn Down the House as a sweeper if I need it. And I have 2 Mycosynth Gardens and 3 Murex, because I can make artifact creatures this way, which I can then sack to the anvil to create 1/1s that can also block. Mycosynth Garden allows me to have up to 6 anvils in the deck this way. Facebreaker is there because it creates treasures, helps with mana ramp, and you can also sacrifice treasure, which makes creature tokens, and allows you to exile a card from your library to help you play some of your bigger spells, depending on how much mana you have. Great thing to do at the start of a turn. So, again, this is not the world's greatest Rakdos Anvil deck, but it's different than a lot of the ones I've seen, and I'm trying not to get into a lot of the same things that I'm doing in the other decks. As you can see, I already built them: Grixis, Mardu, Jund, and our Infinite Anvils, which you see Hullbreaker Horror there because he's a key component. All the rest have the Anvil as the picture. I tried to do something inherently different with each one, so we'll see how they turn out. We'll see how much fun we have. Okay. Let's go look and start. I would like an untapped red so I could drop the Ronin first turn and just say hello, but not gonna happen. So for now, we'll drop the Furnace. I think I'm gonna drop the Anvil first, depending on what they drop. Black. Duress. Okay. They are probably gonna get rid of my Anvil, which would be their smart move. Let's see if they do that. Yep. Oh. Surprising. Okay. Put the Anvil down. Curse Fairy. Okay. Okay. And get a creature. And my turn. Focus on the gardens. Let's go ahead and put down the other anvil. Put down Ronin. And I'm not going to attack. So what I normally would have done there is attacked with the 1/1. If it goes through, great, I get damage. If they block it, then I create more creatures. But in this case, my plan is to Ronin with a Fake Your Own Death, and I can kill something, hopefully, we'll see. Ideally, the Sleep Clear's Fairy is what I'm looking for. And then that allows me to recover. With the Anvil, I try not to sack on my own turn, because then I can use them defensively to avoid exiles. And I like to, on their end step, destroy number of anvils, so 2, minus 1, so 1 creatures, because then I always have a small increase of what I'm doing. Now with this, I am going to, yep, 2 reds, good. Copy the anvil. Okay. Down the Ronin, and I still don't want to attack with the Ronin yet because I don't have the extra mana for Fake Your Own Death. However, I don't think he's going to block, even though he could do a double untap here. And he's looking at Ronin, which means he may have some kind of a kill spell or something else. It wouldn't surprise me. It's probably Go for the Throat, which is the most common kill spell. So Mike's Garden, as you can see, comes in initially tapped, but it still creates a creature. So at this point, I want to tap down both anvils with these guys. Talion. Okay, is he going to do a 1? Yep. So playing the Ronin will create a problem for me, which is perfectly fine. So I can start doing stuff like this. Okay, I got to go for the Throat, which I can play on Talion. But what I'm going to do initially is attack with my 3. See if they decide to block. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to Fake Your Own Death here, which will kill that and get me a treasure token, generally. Yep. And more creatures. And I still have Ronin in my hand, and I could discard him for a card draw. But that's the general concept. I personally look at Anvil as a defensive tool. I've seen a lot of people use it as an offensive tool with things like Vran and things like that. Oh, hey, I put Anvil down, so I need to tap it and destroy something to create a creature. When you've tapped Anvil, your creatures like, say, Flesh Gorger, the Archer, they can be exiled now. But if someone hits Flesh Gorger with an exile spell and pays the ward, say 7 life for a full size, and then I'm just like, nope, and kill it with my anvil, they take 1 additional, and it goes to my graveyard. So if I have something like Vat of Rebirth or Emergency Weld or something like that, I can just pick it up and cast it again. So I love stuff like that. Normally I try and keep these in ascending order, but Ronin always comes back in my hand, so he usually comes over here by himself. Okay, in this case, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and braid. Do that on his turn. I'm going to braid on his turn. Their turn. Guardian of Life and Truth. Okay. Now, they might have something like You Are Already Dead or Ashnod's, whatever the spell's called, where if they die, it returns their hand or back to the field. We'll see. Not that after all. Yep, there it is. Okay. Cycle the Wicked Roll. Now, I can go for the Throat. I can Kami and get rid of it. I'm going to go for the Throat. Cheaper option. Save this for enchantments. I'll take the 1 damage. That's fine. Because I'm going to hit them in the face and give them 2. Hello. Now, if I draw 1 more land, that would be phenomenal. Because I can put down Facebreaker, attack with Ronin, and get a treasure. Which keeps me open for something like Emergency Weld, which I usually use to re-pick up my anvils. But I can also pull Ronin out after I draw a card with him. Okay. The other thing I can do is this. Put this down. Okay. I'll attack. He should not want to block. Just take the 2. There we go. And I have the ability to exile with that to the Kami. Facebreaker with this thing is actually really nice. Ah, Gixing Infiltrator. Okay, now we're talking. When you sacrifice a permanent, that includes things like treasure tokens. Infiltrator is actually a lot of fun in an Anvil deck. I really enjoy it. You know what? I'm gonna do this. So I got emergency weld if I ever want to get it back, like I get an Anvil on the ground. Put this on him. This way I draw a card no matter what, as long as it gets attached. Okay. Didn't think so. Okay. Good play. We'll see what happens. So 4 damage. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Which creates me a creature. I love this token, by the way. The way this artifact soldier looks. I like it way better than the constructs that you get on the... I should have put that on the soldier token, now that I think about it. It's initially what I meant to do. Okay. Hard flame, that's fine. Yeah, I should have put it on the token, because it would have stuck around. But, no big deal. Probably going to attack with infantry only. Yep. No blocks. That's trample for you. Okay, put this down. Put him down. Attach this to here. Okay. And I'll play defensive. He's probably going to attack with electrostatic infantry, which I don't have a good block for. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I knew that was coming. Don't have a good block for it, unfortunately. No blocks. Okay. Good. I know what it's in his hand. So let's go ahead and do this first. See what they're going to do. Okay. I got a card out of that. And a treasure, which is good. Another face breaker is nice. Okay, put this down. Go ahead and attach the crown. And end turn. So at the start of my next turn, I can exile one of my treasures using one of my face breakers. And then play that card from exile. See what happens. What I was hoping for there was he would double block against my face breaker. And I would be able to dead to the Kami. Problem is I drop it now and they can activate that and then exile that. So I might have waited too long for that to really be relevant. But we'll see. Okay. If he attacks with infantry, I will block. I'll take no damage, we'll kill each other. I don't get a card. Yep. He's got nothing in his hand. There's not much he can do. Pass the blockers, block here. Okay. Good deal. I will take a land. Okay, let's go ahead and start out by exiling. What do we get? Ooh, an anvil. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and emergency weld. Pull back Ronin. Now I want to attach this to here. I'm going to put Ronin down, not to attack, but to allow Anvil to make a blocker. Because the opponent doesn't have anything with trample anymore. And this gives me chump block and maybe a card draw, something like that. Okay, that I need to get rid of. Okay. And again, number of anvils. And then, okay, let's go crown. Place the crown on this guy. Attack with both of these. He'll probably block with the dragon engine. Okay, look at that. He's through. For Shokin, okay. Put down Ronin. And back. And all set. Now I can destroy one of his lands. He's got one white source, which I wonder if he'd go get a plains from it. We'll see. Okay. So, I'm going to block here, then fake your own death here. Oh, crap. Wrong one. I meant to fake your own death on the Facebreaker. That's my bad. That stinks. Oh well. I got treasure out of it. Wasn't what I intended, but it works. Okay, my turn. Their Anvil is good. Drop a Ronin. And attack with everybody. And... This is one of those things where I get my thing from Ronin anyway, but in this case, I want the card. A braid is good. So I can do this. And I'm good. Technically, I could equip the crown, but I don't need to because he's only a 2/1. So we'll see what he drops. It's a 2/2 and enough haste, so I can easily, I can easily chump it. And I did to the Kami, which if he dropped nothing, I could just get rid of that Gixian. I could kill one of these for 1 damage. Next turn, kill one, and I win. So I play the defensive slow game with Anvil more than anything. That fake your own death. Yeah, that was definitely a misplay on my part. I clicked the wrong creature, but it worked out. It would have been nice to get my Facebreaker back so that I could exile cards and everything else. Okay. No black, but that's fine because I have a fully playable hand here. Here. Drop this so I can play Ronin, hit him in the face. Hurting on those lack of blacks right now, but if I don't draw a swamp, put this down, and there's no need to play anything or attack because he could just easily block and he'd gain life. So not worth it. Now if I draw a black though, I can drop Ronin, attack, and then fake your own death on it to kill it. Ronin wouldn't die, but I'd get it out of the way at least. Okay, Mycosynth Gardens. I'll put this guy down. Counterspell. Okay, there we go. Ah, the fairy one. So am I looking at fairies then? Okay. Now the interesting thing about Mycosynth Gardens is it can tap with another to create itself into a black. So I can do this. And in turn, okay. Now I just have to be, okay. There's going to be no counterspell here. That's going to be a problem. That's very quickly going to become a problem. Okay. Don't face breaker. And still nothing with Ronin. Okay. I would love so much to draw a land. Or I can just attack. If I get either one of these through, okay, good. Yeah, I can still burn down the house. Crap. Okay. Well, let's do this. See what we get. Yep. Desperate move. Okay. Big mistake on your part. Wipe out everything. Okay. I'd forgotten about the puppeteer, but yeah, that makes sense. Bring back the messenger. Oh, crap. I'm definitely hurting on the land on this one. It was my fault for taking a 3 red, but yeah, what can you do? I can put down Ronin, attack, and if they block, I can fake your own death. Okay. Okay, blockers. What do we got? Destroy target tapped creature. Okay. Well, I'm going to do this. It's back to the battlefield, which sits back to my hand. Okay. I have emergency weld if I need it, but this means I can put down a flesh order. Should be very nice. It's a flesh gorger followed by a something like a crown. Massive. Even though it's only going to be a 3/3. I got to do that quick. Yeah, I'm toast. Yeah, I'm toast. Good game. Fairy flyers. Fairies are strong. Not having any swamps killed me right there. Most definitely. I didn't have any anvils either, so all my life gain, which is funny because it's black, it's my life gain, was offline. So I could have used the fortress to draw a card. I could have used the Field of Ruin to destroy one of their lands and get a black, but it just didn't work. I kept wanting to make other plays, so that was my own fault. And actually, I could have gone and gotten another black. I would have had a black and a red untapped and a treasure, so I still could have played Flesh Gorger. So that was my own fault a lot more than anything else. Okay, this will be a little bit slow, but man, I love Twin Shot. Such a great card. Crown on 2, Mirrex on 4, or if they have something to shoot, I can put down Twin Shot. I remember using Evolving Wilds a lot sets ago. And the thing about it was, I always waited until my opponent's end step, so they didn't know what I was playing color-wise. So, but, man, blue, yay. Okay, go for the throat. Good to have. Okay, is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll put down the crown. Bait out a counterspell if they have one. means depending on what this looks like. There it is. Yep. Okay. Depending on if they tap or not, I can drop Flesh Gorger on 3. Of course they won't. Okay. This down, and I'm gonna wait. I don't want to play into another counter spell. I don't mind losing Crown. I'll put down Murex next, and then I can at least make a creature on their end step to attack them with. So, we'll see. Build up more land, so it's easier to get around certain counter spells, like make disappear and negate and stuff like that. Or not negate. What's the one? It's 1, and it counters a spell unless you pay 4. I'll go with counter spells. I don't like counter spells. I don't want to use them, like, ever. It's funny, because I initially said that about playing blue, and I've actually really enjoyed playing blue. Okay, you know what? I can get around that. Go ahead and Sniper, and Destroy. Okay. Could have played Murex there and did the same, but at this point, surprise! Murex will come out of nowhere, so. 3 or less. So that's 4. Okay, Fading Hope, that's fine. I got 2 of them. The interesting thing about Channel is it's an ability, not a spell. So counter spells don't work on it unless it says counter targeted ability or activated ability. If I remember correctly, that works on channels. Okay. So I'm going to take this chance to drop a Flesh Gorger. Okay, and I can still channel a Twin Shot for 2 damage, or I can Fake Your Own Death on the Flesh Gorger after they pay ward, and if it's a kill spell, that will bring it back even bigger. If it's an exile spell, well, okay, pay the ward, suck it. Excellent, this is what I was hoping for. So they pay the ward, and I do this, I kill it, I get treasure, and it comes back as a 7/5. So, thank you very much, opponent of mine, for giving me such a nasty toy. And they quit. Outplayed them 1 time, and they quit. Not getting much Anvil here. Come on, this is week of Anvil. I have technically 6 in this deck. Because I got 2 Mycosynth Gardens and 4 Anvils. So I play an Anvil, copy with Mycosynth. You saw that in the first game. I mean, I had 3 on the board at that point. I can get technically up to 6, depending on how well they do with their control and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Violet Schmilet. Oh, okay. Can't play Ronin on 1. Technically, I could have also swamped in the Mycosynth, but then I'd be able to play it, but that would just be a waste of mana. It makes more sense to play Haunted Ridge now. And okay, it's tapped. It's good. Him down and attack. Okay, Demeter. I'll put down Mycosynth. And maybe a Crown. Okay, Poison. Demeter, Poison. This down, this down. If I get 1 more land, I can get a double Anvil and Ronin. And then we're really talking. Deal. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I want to see if I can get Ronin down first. I'm doing it this way because if they have a make disappear, I can still pay the 2. Okay. It's fine. And now I can emergency weld. Bring Ronin back to my hand. Oh, I can't put him down, that's right. But I now have an artifact to work with. So Mike Synth Gardens attack and go from there. Morbid Opportunist, okay. Only have 1 land open. Put down Crown. And equip Crown. And attack. You wanna give me a card? Nope. Okay. This is one of the few times where I'll actually kill what I've got. Okay. And I could have abraded it, and I still can. Now he's got all that land untapped. He's got 4 untapped blues. That's not good. That's asking to get countered. Kaito?
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't the one that phases out. Okay.
I'll handle this one.
So if I draw another land, of course I didn't. Well, it's a braid here. Target creature, unfortunately. A Ronin. And attack Kaito. Okay.
Leave Pom-Pom-chan alone.
What do we got? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
You can't fight what you can't see.
Draw another land. I think I'm gonna make some doubles. I did draw another land. It wasn't the devils I wanted. Okay. Yep. 1, 2. Copy this. Equip this to here. That Kaito. That's what I figured. With a 1/1 on it. You know what? I don't want that. Let's keep the thing small, thanks. Okay, go for the throw, which I have for next time. Or a braid. Did to the Kami. A lot of things. A braid might be the best choice because it has the least flexibility. Should have 2 of those. Okay. Yeah. Definitely still looking at a braid, unless I draw an untapped land, and then I can burn down the house and wreck. I can braid, put down a Ronin, and attach the crown and kill Kaito. So that's good. I can do that.
Take it easy. I've got this.
Okay. It's an untapped. You know what? I'm gonna go that route. I'm gonna do the braid here. Drop a Ronin. Put the crown to him. And attack. Okay. I don't want to destroy my Ronin. I won't get a card, but I will get 2 creatures. And unfortunately, being on the end step, I can't equip a crown to one of them. But it's got me going again, which is good. Okay. I have emergency weld, but nothing to pull. Okay. Yeah. Really got to pick up the pace on the damage here. So, I'm going to make some doubles, I think. Another Mycosynth. So, no need. Let's go ahead and copy Anvil again. And drop Ronin. Flip the crown onto one of these guys. Okay. Wasted a spell. I'm fine with that. And turn. Okay. 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 Still got 2 untapped lands. 3. Okay. Now I was going to hit him for 1. I'd go for the throat for that thing. Or, I don't know. I could have just tried to get around any counterspell that might not have been there and just made 3 devils and just gone face. Tons of damage coming his way. Anvil builds up fast. So fast. I love it. And I just keep getting more and more of them. It overwhelms you very, very quickly. I love it. Okay. Now. Okay. This I can work with. Oh, nope, not Dross Pits. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of Weld. Yeah. Put down Dross Pits first. Okay. I'll put down Mirrex second, so I can drop the Oni Cult, and then I'll drop Mycosynth Gardens, and I can do the Ronin. Okay. Since Mycosynth allows me to tap any other land for any color I want. Okay, that thing. You know what? I think I may just go for the throat that thing. Yeah, I was gonna say it all depends on what I draw here. I'll wait for him to attack. I'll go for the throat. Blast zone, huh? Couldn't get rid of that. Of course, he just dropped an island. He already had one. Missing white. Okay, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. So since the Anvil is now in the graveyard instead of exiled, it allows me to bring it back with Emergency Weld or something similar. Okay, Mycosynth. Got one of these. Okay, so this turn I can... Okay, I'm going to Mycosynth 2, copy this. I'm going to Mycosynth again to put down a Ronin with an counterspell. Okay. Still haven't drawn any reds, but yeah, okay. Equal number of church counters, so he's going to destroy both my anvils, isn't he? Well, so the thing about that is this should have no mana value. Of course it doesn't. Okay. And now my other one isn't much help. But I can put down Transmogrant Crown. I can go find another one. I can start digging for, things to pull out of my graveyard. So let's go ahead and equip this here. And attack. Okay. I'm not going to put down Ronin because I didn't want to risk being unable to protect it. Okay. Okay. Still don't have a red, unfortunately. But I can attack with these two and then twin shot them to the face. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, just attack with the two, twin shot them to the face. But likely they didn't have counterspell, so I could just drop Ronin and kill them anyway. Still got around not having any red. That was brutal. Annoying vermin. Ah. I'm very defensively inclined with my Anvil. Kind of strange. The big thing is, and I'm hoping to show it sometime this week, it's going to pop up in a game. I try to attack with creatures instead of sacking them with the Anvil. So if the opponent blocks and kills them, I get stuff built up, and I still have my Anvils tappable. As you saw, I avoided the Terra Sunder by going ahead and dropping my Anvil into my graveyard, because I have things to pull it out of the graveyard. I have, what's it called? Emergency Wealth. Okay, and I'm actually going to put down Ronin and just attack. And then, because they got nothing going right now, they have no counterattack possibilities with one land and it being tapped. Okay, so in this case, I may see something like a Disenchant show up. They may have a kill spell, but they don't, because, what's it called? The 1 mana, 5 combined, cut down? Yeah, cut down hits Reinforced Ronin, the other things. Oh, nice. Someone's using this guy. Okay. Okay, now, here is something interesting. I'm going to attack here. He's not blocking because he assumes I have some kind of a trick up my sleeve, which I did. And go ahead and copy this. Now, I could destroy that and make more, but instead, I'll just use the 1 mana to play Ronin, because I got no other 1 mana plays, and make a couple blockers. I still have an Anvil that I can tap, so I can block and blow it up. This is also extremely useful, not only for exiling, but for lifelink. So if you're blocking a lifelinker, you can do this, and they won't gain any life. Love doing that. Now I'm running again. And attack. I'm actually going to put down Crown. Okay. Back to my hand. Make 2. Yeah, he didn't, if he blocked, I would have been able to hit him with a braid. But now I can't do that. So my turn. Okay. 4 mana now. Let's go ahead and attach a Crown. And I'm going to tackle all of them, actually. Yeah. If he's probably going to block. Yep, block the 3/1. That makes sense. Okay. Entered this turn? Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to braid, kill that. And Crown onto one of the untapped guys. And turn. Okay, Sanctify. Even if you destroy it, I still get the card. And I actually could have destroyed it for more damage. Oh, he gained 3 life. I should have. Down Murex. And victory. Good game. And then I could have gotten 2 more with my anvils. Yeah, I messed up on the Sanctify there. I could have after destroying the guy and getting the card, I could have destroyed the crown, because it was getting destroyed anyway, and denied him the 3 life. So that was the correct play. I messed up. And it would have done him 1 extra damage, too. I would have gained 1 more life. So I was going to lose the crown anyway. I might as well do some damage, deny him life gain. I just talked about denying life gain, and then that happened. Okay. This isn't awful. Still no standard mountains, but if I... Yeah, say if I draw something on a mountain. Okay. Blue and a black. 2 blues. I do not want to play Flesh Gorger while he's untapped. Okay, Lightness Looter. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and kill Lightness Looter. Sorry about your luck, pal. And now I'm gonna play Flesh Gorger. Probably gonna miss the chance to play my Anvil there, because that was my only mountain, essentially. But this is fine, because now I have Lifelinker, he's got Menace, he's got Ward. I mean, this thing, up to 3 charge counters, will be able to take him out. I think he's a 3 at this point. Okay. Infernal Grass, you take 5 damage for killing my Flesh Gorger. Fine by me. Because I can just emergency weld it right back to my hand, unless you get something exiled from my graveyard right now. I didn't think so. Going back to my hand, since I can't play anything else. And you don't have 1 colorless mana counterspell, so I don't know what you're holding priority for. There aren't many colorless mana, and you can't put anything on this. Is it just tapping the land? Because that shouldn't stop this. What do you got? That's a 1 mana colorless spell. Oh well. Man, I just paid 5 life and a spell to get rid of that Flesh Gorger, and he gets it back to his hand and a creature on the board. I'm out. Okay. Scoop. Sorry about your luck, bud. Okay. I got time for 1 more. Let's get 1 more good one. Playing through with Anvil, I had a game with one of my 2 Jund decks that went 53 minutes. And the guy scooped with 6 cards left in his deck. I was about to casualty a full power Flesh Gorger with Ob, and then minus him and make him deck himself. I wish I had that match taped, because that was a good one. I was going wide board and everything. I was playing super defensive and slow. Playing exactly like I think you should play Anvil. In this case, with what I have, I'm going to put down Flesh Gorger first, and then Facebreaker. Okay, Cottage. Now, what's really funny is if he doesn't have anything, and he activates his Cottage, and I debt to the Kami, it'll remove his Cottage. Okay. Fuseling can be a pain. Can be, but isn't. My turn. Okay, I got a Braid, so I can take it out in the future. That's fine. I'd rather get Flesh Gorger down because he has Ward. And then I can get Facebreaker down next turn, attack, get a treasure, and then a Braid. I was going to say, it looks like he has something, though. Oh, man, he paid that fast. Okay. Bye, Flesh Gorger. That stinks. Okay. See how this goes. I don't want to block, because if he attacks, he most likely has... Oh, Gruff Triplets. Really? Okay. Got some Jund going on here. Nicely done. Okay. 3. Okay. Let's put down Anvil. And a Braid. Okay. Facebreaker at least is in the graveyard. Emergency Will pull him back. So we'll see how that goes. Another big score. Okay. Do you have that in his hand too, or do you steal it from me? Oh, it's just a braid. This stinks. Junji! And that's why I saved this. Okay. And exiles a creature they control. You don't get the death triggers if he's exiled. So, sorry, Junji. Next turn I'll probably make some devils. Towards proving bushwhack. Okay. Yeah, this one always looks like it's a blue to me. So the colors on the top right up there. Okay. I would like another Debt to the Kami for persistence whenever that comes down, but I mean, what else can I do? Okay, okay, I got that, and I'm gonna wait because it'll let me take out the cottage. In retrospect, I could have kept one of them around a block if the cottage comes in, but I'm assuming my opponent is going to want to down the virtue. And this is the nice thing with using the Anvil to defend, because if they use, you know, the -3/-3 side, it allows me to kill the creature, and then I'll take it away. Okay. We're in a race now. And depending on what happens, I have lethal on board. So. Facebreaker. Okay. Of course, now I draw this. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I'm not going to block. I'm going to make it look like I'm waiting. You'll probably bring back Junji. Nope, the Fuseling. Okay. So if he does attack with everybody, 3, 6, 9, 11 damage, I won't block, and I can actually win. Good. Okay. Didn't activate his cottage. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy here. Okay, you get treasure. Good for you. Destroy your cottage. Field of Ruin is so good for manlands. Okay, we'll get another mountain. Okay. 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 Well, that's 6 damage to the face. Unfortunately, fake your own death wasn't going to do me any good. Okay, where are my triggers? What happened? Where are my goblin triggers? Come on, or my devil triggers. Where are they? There. Oh, this guy's Fuseling. There's my double triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, what I was going to do was attack, and then whichever ones he didn't block, I could fake your own death on them, power them up. Top deck of the century. um... Technically, I only need one alive, so yeah. I didn't think. Game. Okay. That was a strange match. But okay. Hopefully throughout the rest of the week of Anvil, we see more Anvil play. But hopefully this is a good intro. So thanks for sticking around. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm not the world's best player, but I try and have some silly fun ideas. And maybe you'll pick something up. I don't know. We'll see you next time.